Advance in Illinois Underwriting. I'm Stacy West, and my guest today is Phil Stein. I'm going to start us off with our newest underwriting communication. It's regarding remote notarizations. You should have received your underwriting communication, and if you did not get an email, you can find it on AgentNet. In short, there are only 2 states right now that allow online notarizations, Virginia and Montana. Underwriting approval is required on all electronic notarizations, and no approval is going to be allowed by underwriting for a remote notarization that is done outside the state of Illinois at this point. So familiarize yourself with the new underwriting communication. If you have any questions, call myself or Marty Can. Okay, second point. I talked about the new ALTA commitment forms that will be coming out this year in my webinar last October. We hit a couple of them. We're working on the forms. They will have standardized exceptions. They'll have a mineral exception. We are going to go with the 6-month effective date. The ALTA form was blank, but First American has decided 6 months is good. We're going to stick with that. And there'll be a few other revisions. We'll have training when these forms are available. I just wanted to give you another heads up that this is on the way. Phil and I are actually in Springfield at the lobby day for Illinois Land Title Association, and one of the bills that we are supporting has to do with defective foreclosure documents. Up in the metro area, has been some attorneys that are digging through old foreclosure files, trying to find some irregularities. And Phil, you want to?
Well, we've been seeing a lot of them through claims.
Yes.
And I know some of our agents have been getting upset about it as well, because even if it's just, there's numerous people noticed in the foreclosure, if they all can't fit on that first page, they say continued on page 2. Well, this is a defect, according to some of these attorneys. So we want to make sure that the Illinois legislature acts upon this, and so our agents aren't burdened by undue claims.
Right. We want the bona fide, purchaser to be protected, our insured. So we're interested in this. We're monitoring it. We're supporting the legislation that is trying to get rid of this type of situation.
Yep. And we want everyone else to get involved as well.
Yes.
You all have state senators and state reps. Contact them and let them know that Senate Bill 1447 is something we support.
Absolutely. I usually try to include a question of the month, just to keep you on your toes. And so this month, and I have to wear my glasses, sorry, it involves a trustee's deed. So we have a trustee's deed from the trustee of the Sarah Jones Trust to Robert Jones. It was dated and recorded on April 9th, 2017. However, Robert Jones died on June 7th, 2016. The Sarah Jones Trust was terminated upon Sarah's death in 2012 and provided that the property was to be distributed to Robert when Sarah died. The trustee failed to make the distribution prior to Robert's death. Is this a valid trustee's deed? The answer is no, not under these circumstances. A conveyance to a dead person is considered a void deed, and First American would not insure this transaction given these facts. We would make a requirement for a copy of the trust agreement or certification of trust. In addition, you should raise the appropriate exceptions depending on whether Robert Jones had an estate that was probated or if he died intestate. In any event, a new trustee's deed would be required, naming the appropriate grantee. Well, Phil, I want to congratulate you on your new recent promotion to Vice President, Illinois State Manager.
I appreciate the faith that the company has in me, and I'm going to try and do my best.
Yes. Do you have any big plans for the upcoming year?
Well, I'm going to keep those secret for now, but For those that have known me for the past couple of years at First American, it's going to be a continuation of everything I've talked about, and hopefully we'll get even better and bigger.
Yes. Well, it's a pleasure to work with you with underwriting and sales and claims and helping our agents in any way that we can. We're a good team. Proud to be a part of First American Title. Okay, it is May, so we've got the Kentucky Derby coming up. So I got just a few tidbits of information I wanted to share with you. It's kind of fun. I love the Kentucky Derby. My mom and dad used to go and watch it, and they would bring me back little memorable coffee cups that I still drink my coffee out of today. So I always like to bet on the long shot because, you know, the odds are better. So like a $2 bet is the most minimal bet that you can make, and on a long shot it would pay the most. So here's some facts on the top 10 long shots in the past since the run of the Roses. Number 1, Donneral, 1913. The odds were 91 to 1. He paid $184.90. Not a bad return for a $2 bet. Number 2 was Mine That Bird in 2009. The odds were 50 to 1, and he paid $103.20. I won't go through all the rest, but I was just wanted to give you a little sampling of it. If you look on the newsletter and click on it, you can see the rest of them.
And for those, my Karnak Classic Empire. Nate, for the Run for the Roses, bet Classic Empire.
For this year?
This year.
Okay, I'll remember that. Thanks for listening. We appreciate your business, and we'll see you next month.
Bye.